This video is brought to you by Miniature Market. Thousands of board games, miniatures, and paints, discount prices at miniaturemarket.com. Hey everybody, it's your old pal Ron. Today we are talking about Red Flag over Paris. Now, if you guys are fans of Fort Sumter, this is a must-have. This game plays pretty quickly, it's easy to play, and the thing I really love about this one is GMT came up with a solo variant for this, and the AI works really well, but you don't have to use the AI. You can actually play both sides if you're able to, kind of shut one side of your brain off a little bit. And it actually works pretty well no matter how you use it. The AI is fantastic. But let's go down, take a look at everything, and you're going to see some things that are very familiar here. Let's check this out. And we'll come back. Now, once again, if you played Fort Sumter, you're gonna see some things that are going to be that you're pretty much going to understand what's going on here. This track is going to be very familiar to you. At the beginning of a turn, and again, I'm not going to explain all the rules. I just kind of want to go over some things and really show you some things and really just make you understand that this is just something, a must-have and a quick game. It's going to be played over 3 rounds. With a final crisis. You're going to try to get the most victory points as possible. You're trying to get these cubes to, number one, dominate a political aspect or a military aspect. You're going to be given 2 objective cards where you are going to pick one out of the 2 and keep that. And then you're going to be dealt out 4 strategy cards. And as you can see, these cards can be, of course, for the revolutionaries or vassals, which is let me pull out the blue one here. For Vassal, or gray, which is neutral. Okay, you're going to have points here that you're going to be able to use here, or you're going to be using this area here, depending on what you do. Out of the 4 cards you're going to get out of this, what you're going to do is, out of this hand, you're going to go, well, okay, I'm going to put one of these aside for the final crisis. And each turn you're going to do that because in the final crisis, you're going to be building an entire hand here where you're going to play a final turn, and that could be very pivotal and change the whole aspect of the game. Military is pretty easy. You're going to be using some of the numbers on top of these cards, which are going to help you. You have to get 3 to defeat something unless it has a fortification, which you're going to have to pay 2 to even initiate the start. So you have to have all kinds of different things. Like if we wanted to get rid of this particular cube, you've got to come up with 3. You may want to play this card and use this value right here. You would have 1 to kind of initiate it. If you can only battle if you are adjacent. You have adjacent, you'll get another point for, and then this here would help you remove a particular cube, thus capturing that area. Again, they can do the same thing, but with a fortification there, that would add 2 for it. So you've got to make some really tough decisions as far as, do you want to, the real stress of this is, where do you go? Do you go political or do you go military? And there's a fine balance to it, and the cards just do so much and change different things and really make things go. You're trying, of course, to attribute different types of victory points, and of course as well as military points here, which are going to add up and at the end win the game. Again, a brief overview. You're going to be trying to get more cubes by using cards or capturing things, or politically trying to release things to get yourself in position to either become very strong in the political aspect or the military aspect. There has to be a fine balance, and there are some times where you're just going to make a wrong move and you're going to fall way behind You may say, well, you know something, I want to concentrate on the political aspect, and it goes wrong for you, and you find yourself way behind. Well, a lot of times, really trying to be smart and trying to figure out your final crisis and where you're going to get those 4 cards and what you're going to do with those 4 cards on that final turn could be the one moment where you kind of turn things, where things look so bad, and then all of a sudden things just flip on a dime. And this is just a fast-paced, fun game. It's 3 turns in a final crisis, and some turns, sometimes the game ends early because of certain things. There's a certain amount of points that you can get to just end the game right then and there. Just a brief overview. This is something I really suggest to check out. Another nice things I want to talk about is the solo option, where you can play the Commune or Versailles solo, and this works very, very well. I mean, just tremendous. Gives you a great sequence of play, tells you how to play for the AI, and the AI is smart and plays very well, and I've yet to beat it. Then again, I'm not that great at this game, but I'll tell you this much. I am having a blast playing it, and that's for sure. Red Flag over Paris, a must-have in your collection. Let's go up top and get my final thoughts. Now, we all know Mark Herman is a genius, and what Fred Serval, I want to make sure that I don't butcher his name too badly, does with this, you get the sense of his passion for this particular period of time and how he really wanted to convey this. And really make you understand the rise and the fall of the Paris Commune, and how they dealt with the Versailles government. This isn't just, as you saw, not just about a military aspect as much as it is political, because it's hard to balance the two. And the best thing about this game is how it's over pretty quickly, probably in a half hour to 45 minutes if you're lucky. I've seen some games. I played a couple where it lasted 20 minutes, 3 turns, and then the final crisis. And it's just, there are just times when I was playing and I was way behind, and then all of a sudden the final crisis, because the cards I was able to save, I was able to make a comeback, and wow, this worked. Somehow I pulled this off. I don't know how. Again, just brilliant. Well done. Thematic. Beautiful on top of it. The cards, the gorgeous artwork, everything you expect from a GMT game. This is a masterpiece, folks, and it is a must-have. If you are a fan of Fort Sumner, you're going to love this even more. For some reason, I'm just more drawn to this. I don't know why, and I love Fort Sumner. I think that game is brilliant. Matter of fact, anything Mark Herman does, brilliant, pretty much. But just something you need to have in your collection, especially if you're looking something that you don't want to overdo it for one evening. This is the game, folks. This is the game. Go pick it up. Get it either Miniature Market or at our friends at GMT Games, where you can't go wrong. Until next time, it's your old pal Rob. We'll see you soon.